Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. Don't forget, grab your smartphone and download the Lava Matra app and stay in touch. Guru Maharaj's message is your advantage. The following is an evening talk given by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj on November 8th, 2019 at Bhaktivedanta Manor in London, England. The evening talk was about the glories of Bishma Panjaka Vrata.
Happy to be here in the Bhaktivedanta Manor. Since my operation, this is the first major travel I took, and the first place I went to is the Bhaktivedanta Manor. And today is the special Ekadasi, also known as the Pavanasana Ekadasi, amongst other names. That means that it's the Ekadasi that destroys all bad karma. Whether I need a repetition to be understood, how many need a repetition? Raise your hand. Oh, wonderful. Anyone needs a repetition? If you don't need, raise your hand and chant Haribol. Normally I would observe Bishma Panjaka in my room. That's from the Ekadasi today to the Purnima. But somehow I'm observing it here in a few days. So, this is mentioned in the Hari Bhakti Vilas that if we observe this Bhishma Panjaka, 5 days of Lord Bishma, that it is having unlimited spiritual merit. So, we're observing it here. It says we should bathe in the Ganges every day. If not Ganges, then some nearby river or ocean. I think the Thames is too cold now. But otherwise, if you chant the name of Ganga 3 times, you get automatically a bath in the Ganges. Ganga! 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 Do you all feel bathed? So, we like to observe this vrata to increase our spiritual strength. Now, after this Chaturmas, soon begins the Srila Prabhupada Marathon of book distribution. So, this is a great opportunity. In the month of Damodar, we offer lamps to the deities, and last year, 2.5 million people offered lamps around the world. We don't know this year how many will offer. We hope you'll send your scores in. But we hope that we double it. So, in this month of Damodar, the outreach, we got lots of people to offer a lamp to Radha, Gopal, to Radha, Nandaneshwara, to Soda, and Damodar. We go into our marathon of book distribution. But all the contacts we made during this Damodar month, January, we can follow up. We're busy now with the marathon, so we'll follow up in January or whatever we can do in the month of November. So in the nectar of devotion, there Srila Prabhupada mentions that there are 3 stages. The stage of Vaidhi Bhakti, the stage of ecstatic love, and the stage of pure love. So in the Vaidhi Bhakti stage, there are 2 levels. One is that one very strictly and very carefully follows the principles of Bhakti Yoga according to the rules and regulations. Second level is the where one, although technically it's still under the rules and regulations, but the person tries to excel in his or her service to the utmost. Once a pujari, he tries to do better puja. If they're a cook, you try to cook better. If you're a book distributor, you try to distribute books in such a way that people will not only take the book, but they'll read it. We want the people to read the books, to understand their Sat Chit Ananda, their eternal blissful relationship with Krishna. So, this trying to do the service better is called Raganuga Bhakti. Or one tries to do the service in such a way that they increase their activities in Krishna consciousness. Yes. I heard from several devotees that they have increased the youth preaching, the college preaching, the Bhakti Diksha preaching, and I'm very grateful that people are trying to help others get out of this material birth, cycle of birth and death. They're trying to help people to understand their real spiritual purpose of life. So this is a very important service. And Prabhupada was saying that we are the students of the books. We also want to see that devotees increase. That's why after we student books, we want to see that the people are cultivated, they are brought into our congregation, or brought into our crowd, wherever is possible. Bhaktivinoda Thakur said that rehearsals, they're loud, it's auspicious, they talk to their wife, or husband, talk to their spouse, they touch their spouse, but their sadhana bhakti, their preaching should also increase. See, materialist, they just want the external aspect, but the spiritual part is not considered. That is the actual purpose of life. Get out of this is a prison house. We're in a cycle of birth and death. We know that everyone born has to die. Everyone who dies, normally they take birth again. So, if we are Krishna conscious, we can go back to the spiritual world. People need to know, why are they in this world? What is the purpose of life? And that is given in Srila Prabhupada's books, like given Bhagavad Gita, and Srimad Bhagavatam, and the Chaitanya Charitamrita, and other similar books. So we want people to actually understand that there's a higher purpose to life. When Prabhupada went to Australia, you know how Aussies are, they have their sense of humor. So the journalist asked Prabhupada, you are coming from the poor country, India. You're coming to Australia, we're a rich country. What are you come to take from us? And Prabhupada said, I'm not come to take anything from you. I have come to save you from a cat and dog's life. And then, we live a cat and dog life? He said, well, analyze. Cat and dog, they sleep on the beach, on the stairway, anywhere. And they sleep in some house, flat, hotel, but sleeping is the same. Then Prabhupada went down the list. Eating, sleeping, eating, depending. So, it showed how the human beings are leading a more sophisticated animal life. But it's still animal life. Unless they add Krishna or Bhakti Yoga to their life. So, when they publish in the paper, Prabhupada sent me a copy of the newspaper. On the front page, Swami has come to save us from cat and dog life. So that they said, he has come to harm us. That's his sense of humor. Prabhupada, he would not take anyone. If they criticize, he would return it back to them. So, they're trying to build in Mayapur the temple of Baby Planetarium, so that people, the West Wing is the special science part of it. The cosmology, the science, but see, the modern scientists are saying everything came from Big Bang. One would ask the question, who pushed the button? If it came from Big Bang, who set off the bang? They have. I was at one symposium, World Congress of the Synthesis of Science and Religion, organized by Darshan. And a physicist who had received Nobel Prize in Physics, he said, 20 years ago, if you told me that I would be sitting with religionists, I'd think you're crazy. But here I am. Because in physics, we have come to realize consciousness. We don't have an explanation. What is consciousness? It's a mystery to us. Therefore, I'm here to hear from you, because you may know what is consciousness. We don't know. We can explain it in science. So, in our exhibition, we tend to show what Prabhupada gave in the books. Life comes from life. Consciousness cannot come from matter. Consciousness is a part of the living energy of the soul. And now that age of artificial intelligence and many other things, but they don't really know what is intelligence. Why do you see a bunch of lines put it together in your brain? That is a figure. A computer cannot do that. It cannot put the lines together unless a programmer says that this lines mean a dog, a cat, or whatever. But you don't automatically you see lines and you see a figure. Like this, a very scientific example that show that actually we're not material. We are spiritual. We are a living entity or living force, or the Atma, whatever you like to call it. And we have entered into the body. While we are present in the body is alive. When we leave the body is dead. So we are what makes the body alive. Not that we are the body. We are not the body. We are the living force in the body. So, Prabhupada's books tell many things like this. Also that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is a person. Krishna is a person. And he's not only a person, he's a wonderful person. The more we read about Krishna, and we even hear a little bit, that can save us from the most dangerous suffering in this material world. We need to understand how Krishna is the Supreme Person, whether you call it Krishna or Allah or God or whatever name you call him. But there's the Supreme Person, and he has very nice qualities, very wonderful qualities. He likes to engage in pastime. Now, in our books, people read a little bit, they understand a little bit that Krishna is a person, that the Supreme Personality of Godhead exists, and that can save them. Like Putana, she was a serial killer. She specialized in killing babies. She put poison on her breast, and she would go on so nice, a little farm, and say, "Oh, you have a nice baby with me. I so much affection." But they breastfeed your baby, and she would, as soon as the baby sucked her breast, the baby would die. But she would kill him thousands and thousands and thousands of babies. So then she went to kill Krishna. But Krishna, he is always the Supreme Person. Whether he's a baby or whether he's grown up, he doesn't become God. He is always God. So, but Putana came in. Said, "Oh, what a nice baby." She picked him up. She thought, "Well, this is really a nice baby. If I was really a mother, I'd like a baby like this. So then I have to kill him." So because she thought Krishna's a nice baby, and because she gave her breast to Krishna, Krishna elevated her the position of his mother in the spiritual world. But because she wanted to kill him, Krishna reciprocated with her and killed her. So, when she put her breast to Krishna's mouth, she thought this would kill Krishna. But Krishna sucked a light air from her body. And it said, she died. They don't need repetition. Everyone needs repetition. Just think, someone gets a book, a Srila Prabhupada book. Even if they don't understand what this is, they read it, let alone by their momentary meditation on Krishna, they get unlimited benefit. Even a moment's association with Krishna can help them immensely to cross over this ocean of birth and death. Krishna said, my birth and activities are transcendental. If someone understands this, they don't take birth again, they come back to me. So, how do we understand if we don't read Prabhupada's books? How do we read Prabhupada's books? We don't get them. So we would like this month of December and after the Dhamma month to student as many sets of Srimad Bhagavatam and many books as possible. Haribo! Haribo! And right now the Heart and Bhakti Diksha groups also distribute a lot of books. Our congregational members, plus we have full-time 10 buses of Sankirtan devotees in Mayapur, but all over the world we are trying to distribute books. So I heard that this temple in Bhaktivedanta banner is a leader in Europe. I don't know if it's true. And so you hope that you take advantage. We're doing this Bishma Panjaka, get spiritual strength. And after that, we want to distribute books. So I was thinking how Parikshit Maharaj, he was cursed to die in a week, 7 days. And he asked all the yogis, all the top religionists, I have 7 days to live. What process did I use to go back to Godhead, to achieve perfection? So, how do you 7 days? One asana take one from it. So, like, Hati yogis route. Can the yogis read the Vedanta Sutra? It's a long time. Like all the yogis there, 7 days, not enough time. And Sukadeva Swami came. And in 7 days, so much time. So much time. And one moment, I can give you liberation. That's the great power of Bhakti Yoga. And even in a moment, we can achieve all perfection. So I was thinking how in the 10th canto, there's 12 cantos, so he's already heard 9.5 halfway through the 10th again. And what was it? Must be about 5 or 6 days. He was fasting. He was not sleeping, not drinking. What would you do at that time? 5 days, no drink, no sleep, no nothing. That's what please. But no, what was Arjun Maharaj doing? After he heard one pastime of Krishna, he said, what did my wonderful Lord do? What next? What next? What did he do? He was so eager to hear more and more of Krishna's pastimes. So, remembering how Nanda Maharaj, the father of Krishna, he was arrested by Varuna, the water lord, for bathing at the wrong time. So he was arrested. He was in the underwater kingdom, and Krishna Balaram came to release the father. Varuna had done this just that he could see Krishna Balaram. So he altered his reverences, his obeisances to Lord Krishna and Lord Balaram. Nanda Maharaj was in the mood of parent of Krishna. Because they just see how the Aqua Deva, how Varuna, he appreciates how great a son my boy is. Krishna and Balaram, they are the greatest sons. So he thought, he didn't know that Krishna was God. He was the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He just thought, Krishna, my son, and see Varuna Dev, he appreciates the good quality of my son. This was the amazing quality of the see Krishna is worshipped in every church, every synagogue, every mosque, everywhere. But he likes it when his devotees don't know who he is. They just love him, and he reciprocates with their love. That's why this month we observe as the Damodar month, because Mother Yasoda tied up Krishna to the rope. Damodar means Krishna is tied by the stomach. Damo Udar. So it was tied by his abdomen so that you can't tie up the Supreme Personality Godhead. But Yasoda thought, as my son, I have to discipline him. So I'll tie him up. So he allowed himself to be tied up because all Yasoda's pure love. And so when Krishna was 16, he was brought to Mathura by Akura. Then he defeated the other thing. He defeated the professional wrestlers, and then he personally pulled down, comes the demonic king who had sent all these serial killers trying to eliminate Krishna. So then when he went to his parents, they were like, Krishna, he just killed the demonic king and did all these wonderful things, and so they were right. He didn't want them to be respectful. He wanted parental affection. So he had some of his lila dust sprinkled over them. Oh, Krishna, my dear son, You see? He has a little dust. Sprinkled. Do you know that? All men would like to be sprinkled with Krishna's blood. And Laki and Vasudeva, they had this relationship as a parent to Krishna, but they almost lost it. They were like overwhelmed by his power. And then he sprinkled them. He came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. His mood was mercy. So he had mercy unlimited. Prabhupada used to say, the mercy of Lord Chaitanya has no limit. We cannot limit it in any way. So he would give his mercy without considering who is qualified or who is unqualified. His mode was give out the mercy. So every avatar has a particular mode. So Lord Chaitanya, who came 500 years ago, his mode was giving out mercy. Who wants mercy? So that's the mode of Lord Chaitanya. To give out the mercy. And we want you to give out the mercy of Prabhupada books. That way you can try to give out the mercy of books, and then people, if they read it, they can get some benefit. In fact, even if they don't read it, when they touch the book, that also gives them a blessing. But if they read it, better. So, what time is it?
8:15 too much.
Huh?
8:15. 8:15 too much.
8:15?
Yes. 1:5.
So I've been combining the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya, and I got to the point where he went to Gaya, got initiated by Ishwar Puri, Maharaj Das. He came back to Navadip and started the Sankirtan movement, and then he just delivered Jagaya Madai. And taking all the books, Chaitanya Bhagavat, Chaitanya Mangal, various books, Harchas, about 8-9 books, CC, and trying to combine those into one, so one can, because each author, he would give a particular detail of the pastime, but he didn't want to step on the toes of the other authors, so he would not duplicate. So if you want to know the whole pastime, you have to read 8 books. I'm trying to compile so that the devotees, they can see the entire pastime in one book. And BBT says it all this. I don't know. So we see that Lord Chaitanya, as a child, I see when he was Jayapataka, he had thousands of sons. And then he saw this Keshav Kashmiri. He was very proud. He announced, I am the conqueror of all bandits. I am the greatest bandit in the whole world. I challenge every bandit in Navadip. If you want to argue with me, you can sign my Jayapataka. I've been here to defeat. Otherwise, come and act and debate with me. I will defeat you. Lord Chaitanya, he thought, too proud. Proud like this. But if I defeat it in public, people will steal his horses and criticize him. And it'll be worse than death for him. So I thought, how can I defeat him in such a way that his, what you call man charman, his pride and his self-esteem is somehow maintained. So it's interesting to see how Krishna, even when he's thinking, well, as a humblest person, he's thinking how to do it in such a way that I won't destroy him. And then that's with mercy. So after that, I mean, you know the details. You don't buy a book. But it says that Lord Chaitanya said, "You're a great Pandit, a great poet. For the illumination of all my students, please compose something glorifying the Ganges." So then he probably stood up. Boom, 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 after. Or 100 verses glorifying the Ganges. He composed. You know how long it takes to compose one poem about Jayapataka. He was 100, just like rattling in the mouth. And Sanskrit. He was a great scholar. The Lord Chaitanya said, "Very nice. I don't think no one is as great a scholar as you. Could you tell me what are the good parts and the bad parts of your poetry?" No bad part. Tell me your good and bad for your poetry. Can you give me an example? So that Lord Chaitanya quoted verse 57. My heart, it was amazing. I just ran off. How can you memorize each poem and then analyze the poem? What's the good and bad quality? He couldn't remember his own poem. So then Lord Chaitanya, he called, we got 6 or 8 good qualities of that verse. He wrote some of the bad qualities. He said that in the verse, it said, Bhavani Vartu, that Ganges has come from the head of Shiva. But you're saying Bhavani Vartu, the husband of Parvati, but you're saying husband of Avani, the wife of Sila. So it sounds like they're saying Sila, wife, has another husband. So like this, he pointed out some defects in his poetry. So then the case of Kandari, he prayed to the goddess of learning, Goddess Saraswati, why did you allow me to be defeated by this child, this child scholar? And then she said, see, he's my husband. He's my husband. So I can't help you to defeat him. So then, in the other books, it says how cases there went to the house of my Pandit, and then he bowed down and said, show me who you are. And then Lord Divine, he revealed his actual identity as Krishna. So After that, Kesha Kade, he became a great Vaishnava Acharya in the Sampradaya of Bhagavad Acharya. Because of the four one of Vaishnava Sampradayas. Like this, Lord Chaitanya, he showed, you can see, this is all recorded history, only 500 years ago. He showed how the Lord has this wonderful personality, not only a sense of humor, but very merciful, very kind, very considerate, how to have the humblest devotee. He's too proud, but I have to humble. So then he thought how to do it. This is the greatness of Krishna. So we all thank all of you for being a devotees, for coming to the temple. We hope that you'll participate in distributing Prabhupada books in the future marathon. Hare Krishna. Any question?
Mi pregunta es about Sankirtan.
My question is about book distribution.
Huh?
My question is about book distribution.
My question is about book distribution.
What's the question?
No, es que I go to the street for make book distribution y ya me he encontrado con varias personas de países árabes y uno de ellos me dijo Krishna, la palabra Krishna, I like esta palabra.
One time when I was distributing books, I met with some Muslim fellows and they say, I like the word Krishna.
Entonces yo pensé, le voy a dar un libro y aceptó este libro.
So I thought I will give him a book. So he took the book.
Y yo me quedé muy asombrada porque era de cerca de Dubai y me dijo, I like so much Krishna.
And I was little surprised because he was from Middle East and he said, I really like Krishna.
Krishna is the Lord of everyone.
Krishna es el Señor de todos.
Whether from Middle East or UK or anywhere.
I was wondering, what is your most strongest memory of Srila Prabhupada?
What is your strongest memory of Srila Prabhupada?
I have several. One time when he was calling me and he was in the bathroom and there was a snake caught in the door trying to bite Srila Prabhupada. And he told me, do something. And then one time I went into Prabhupada's room. He was preaching to my Purvashram mother, and he was telling her all, you're not the body, you're the living force in the body. I never heard Prabhupada say the word living force before. And that was such a simple way to teach my mother about devotional service. So, I have many, because Prabhupada would spend every year twice in my work. And he would come for a month and a half, either before, during, or after, usually before or after the Kartik one. And then he would come and go over to a time for about 2 weeks. So I have lots of experiences. They finished a book about my memoirs of Prabhupada, and it's been edited by an editor, and supposed to be reviewed by the BBT editorial board. in LA. Swami passed on. In Montreal, Canada, he told me that I need a rose. A rose will increase my life. So then I called up a forest, get a rose. And then the 10 brothers said, "What are you doing? You gotta do this. I'm the president. I follow you all the time, 29. But probably I'll be getting a rose. I'm getting a rose. You can't do this. I'm the president. I don't care who you are. I was a tough doctor. And I got the rose. Thank you. Lots of social Another question?
Maharaj, we see that in previous years with Srila Prabhupada time, there were so many Srila Prabhupada disciples and there was such large book distribution all over the world. And over the last few years, although the book distribution is on rise once again.
So, in previous years, there used to be loads of Srila Prabhupada's disciples.
Used to go out on book distribution. There was such a big.
Used to go out on book distribution.
And there were so many books being distributed in millions.
And there were so many books being distributed in millions.
And although in recent time it is starting to pick up.
And then although in recent time it's starting to pick up.
Why was there such a drop in Srila Prabhupada's book distribution?
Why was there such a drop in Srila Prabhupada's book distribution?
Interesting. Tell me why.
Interesting, tell me why.
I don't know the statistics. See how much was the drop or not. So I can't, you seem to be knowing the exact statistics. I don't know. But things legal like the license to Peru and others, book distribution is increasing now. Thanks to the, we're trying to help from the congregational development ministry, get our congregation to also distribute books. Our society now is much different than it was in the 70s. In the 70s, 90% of the devotees lived in the temple, and 10% were congregation, maximum. Now, 99% are congregation, and 1% may live in the temple. So, unless the congregation also distributes, naturally, demography is different now. So, we're trying to encourage that everyone that distributes books, whether to friends, to neighbors, family members, carry a book in your purse, in your pocket, give out to everyone. In my world, where it's time to announce what you were doing here. We didn't do the announcing, so we're trying to announce. And I told the shopkeepers in my world that they should buy some books for weekday. If people buy a weekday item like a sari or something, I give them a book as a gift. I remember I went to Calcutta and I sold to one sari merchant 10,000 Bhagavad-gitas. He wanted to buy a wedding sari to give them a Bhagavad-gita. So, and in Delhi, one of the disciples of Lord Bishma, he goes to the government offices and he gets the different factory owners and government authorities to buy huge quantities of books to give out to their workers. So now you have to see different ways how to distribute books. I asked Delhi, what's your secret? Because most years they win. And he said, I have 2,750 distributors. I had 60 brahmacharis and 2,500 congregation members. Each of them distribute books. So he goes for 2 months ahead of the marathon. He gets everybody to pledge how many books they'll distribute in the marathon. He got each Brahma, each Bhakti-Diksha, each person. I met one elderly person. He took a commitment to distribute 5,000 Bhagavad-gita. Not why the book distribution decrease. How will we make it increase? How will we enthuse people to distribute the books? How we will enthuse people to read the books? Hare Krishna.
One more question, Guru Maharaj. So Radha Krishna Prabhu is asking, Radha Govinda Prabhu is asking, what keeps you motivated to carry on preaching Krishna consciousness even during your poor health condition and numerous operations?
What else is there to do? Bhakti Siddhanta Bhagavan Thakur. He said, Nana Chajar Sahetu Prajar. Who has life, he preaches. I have no life, I preach. And I think how Prabhupada said me, cat knows life. And naturally I want to pay back as much as I can the debt to Srila Prabhupada.
Haribo.
Do you like our ad-free videos? Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.